How's it going, everyone? I want to give you guys a quick heads up on some free PlayStation Plus 15th anniversary stuff in the form of avatars that you can redeem right now. We'll highlight that. Also, speaking of PlayStation news, Ghost of Yotei has gotten a big new trailer, a new gameplay trailer. Man, I think this game looks incredible. You know, as salty as I was about Jin not being the lead in this game because I think his story has more to tell, I think this game is shaping up to be incredible, so we'll talk about that. And a game that certainly won't get the attention that Ghost of Yotei will get, but a game that I think, if you're a fan of JRPGs, should absolutely be on your radar. A great gateway point into one of my favorite franchises in Legend of Heroes. Trails in the Sky first chapter has gotten a brand new official trailer. We'll talk that at the end of the video. By the way, that game is 6 weeks out. Busy time approaching as far as game releases go, so we'll talk that at the end. Free PlayStation Plus 15th anniversary avatars for PSN are live right now. There's a Cyberpunk 2077 one, a Twisted Metal one, how about that? A Diablo one, a God of War one, and a Hogwarts Legacy avatar. The code I'll leave in the description box below, and it'll pop up on screen here. You just redeem the code, you'll get access to all of the avatars. I get that it's the 15th anniversary for PlayStation Plus, but I really wish we would just get these avatars without the Plus logo in the background. I really think the Plus logo in the background, like, kind of hurts. Like, who wants to... Oh, yeah, bro. PlayStation Plus, what a great service. Let me rock, like, avatars that represent my allegiance to PlayStation Plus. Again, I get it's for the 15th anniversary of PS Plus, but you could have done, like, a yellowish border to show that it's a PlayStation Plus theme instead of the Plus logo literally plastered in the background. But I digress. The avatars are free, so redeem the code. Each region has a specific code, and I gotta say the Twisted Metal avatar I think looks the best. But maybe that's just because, you know, as an obese man myself, I find some relatability to it. But nonetheless, that is available right now, and check that out using the voucher code. So go check that out. Alright, moving on from that, Ghost of Yotei has gotten its Kusarigama trailer showcasing some of the gameplay. Man, this game looks absolutely phenomenal. It looks visceral as all hell, and I saw some people be like, oh, it just looks like more of Ghost of Tsushima, but expanded a little bit. Guys, that's what a sequel is supposed to be. Like, that's all a sequel is supposed to be, especially when you're talking about Tsushima being as well received as it was. If you're talking about a more immersive open world, maybe similar inside, a size a little bit bigger. Look, I'm not all about adding more and more and more content and size to these open worlds. I've said that ad nauseum. I would rather there be an open world of depth to it, and I feel like Yotei does absolutely have that. The level of detail to the game, I think, is phenomenal. The depth to the gameplay, I think, is phenomenal, and hopefully from a narrative standpoint, it is something that delivers well. Like, the narrative backdrop to me sounds very generic in the sense that it's another revenge story, but really, in terms of the style of game that Ghost is, like, revenge stories are gonna be the typical route that you're gonna go. It's just, we just played Assassin's Creed Shadow, so I feel like some people are like, yeah, didn't I just go through a similar story like that? But, you know, at the end of the day, it's really how you execute that narrative. So many narratives in games follow similar themes and similar ideas and have the same fundamentals as far as how the story setup is done, but in terms of execution, that really sets it apart one another. And I know that there is some, you know, people that are a little bit hesitant on Yotei. Again, Sucker Punch has delivered high-quality game after high-quality game after high-quality game. While they're not revered in the sense of, I feel like, a Naughty Dog or an Insomniac, when you look at Sucker Punch's output, I feel like their games are some of the best in all of gaming. Like, when you talk Sly Cooper, that trilogy into Infamous 1 and 2, and I just played through Infamous 1 again while we had this dead period in gaming. I decided to, you know, pull out the PS3, had a copy of Infamous, and then went through that game, and it's just like, man, for a game that's 16 years old, Infamous is still phenomenal. Sony, please get on the remastered collection of that, because I don't want to be digging up my PS3 to play that. And then Infamous 2 was great, and then the Second Son was really good, and then Tsushima was phenomenal. I think Tsushima was one of the best PlayStation exclusives literally ever released. I don't care if it's got an 83 on Metacritic. I thought Tsushima was absolutely tremendous. So until they give me a reason to doubt them, I'm not going to doubt Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch has been outstanding. Now, we'll see how Yotei turns out, but that we'll have the answer to in early October. Kind of a bummer that I got to play this and Digimon Story Time Stranger right at the same time. Gonna be difficult to juggle those two games, but good problems to have, good problems to have. And you know what? A game that I'll probably be juggling going into Yotei as well as Digimon is Trails in the Sky First Chapter. We got a brand new trailer on that, the official trailer showcasing some of the gameplay and story scenes of the game, and this is a ground-up remake of the very first title in the Legend of Heroes series, so now we can finally put the question to bed. Oh, I want to get into Legend of Heroes. What game should I start with? Well, you know, I think you should start with Trails in the Sky. You got to start from right in the beginning, but that game's a PSP game. Do you even have a platform to play that? Okay, well, you could start with Daybreak. It's a new arc, new characters, but you won't get the full experience. No, all that is going to bed. Now we have the definitive answer. You want to get into Legend of Heroes? It's gonna be Trails in the Sky First Chapter. This is gonna be the game that everybody is like, you want to get into the series? This is the game. And thank the high heavens, we finally have that game so more people can get into the series, because I've talked to so many people that, you know, are super into JRPGs, but they don't want to start in the midway point of a series and jump into Trails through Daybreak. Oh, you want to play Sky? Go dig up your PSP, or, you know, you can play it on PC. I get that, but a lot of people don't want to play games on PC, and it's a dated game. Like, I love Trails in the Sky, but guys, it's like 2 decades old at this point. We needed this remake, and thankfully, we'll finally have it on September the 19th, same day as Dying Light the Beast as well, so again, I'm gonna be absolutely loaded with games to play. It's gonna be absolute insanity. You know, I don't think the crossover with Dying Light the Beast and Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky is that big, but shout out in the comment section down below who's picking up both Dying Light the Beast and Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, because I certainly am excited for both games. Kind of a bummer that Beast got delayed 4 weeks to drop on the same day, but it's just, I really hope that this is the game that opens up this franchise to a newer audience, much like what Yakuza 0 did for Yakuza, where I felt like a lot of people started jumping on board with Yakuza 0. I don't expect that level of success with Trails in the Sky First Chapter, but I would hope for something similar to that, where so many more people are going to be open to Legend of Heroes as a franchise and jump on board, because it's such an incredible series. Sure, not every game is a slam dunk home run. I had my opinions on Daybreak 2 that came out earlier this year. I wasn't blown away by it. Still liked it, but wasn't blown away by it. But Trails in the Sky First Chapter should be great. The only issue is now, after this, you know, we gotta wait for second chapter and the trilogy to wrap up, but hopefully they get those remakes out pretty quickly. And juggling, playing through these remakes and playing through the new mainline games, I mean, we got this remake coming out on September 19th, and then in January, we got Trails Beyond the Horizon. But man, the longtime fans of the series are just running in circles. We're doing laps. Could you imagine if we get to a point where the Legend of Heroes game also at some point gets a day-and-date release? I know this remake is, but I'm talking about a new mainline game. I hope by the time, if, you know, we get to the end of the series, the true culmination, that game will be a day one release. People are hoping for, you know, Beyond the Horizon 2 to end up as a day one release, but at the very least, when we get to the end, I hope that's a day one release. But that'll do it for me. Again, get some PS Plus avatars for free right now. Use the code, link in the description box on that. Ghost of Yotei gets a brand new trailer, and Trails in the Sky First Chapter. Please have your eyes on that. I get a lot of big games are coming out, but if you're a JRPG guy like me, I'm telling you, that's going to be the one to get to get into the series, and the series is just tremendous. Going from that to the Crossbell arc, which hopefully they remake those games as well, then Cold Steel, and then Daybreak. I think Daybreak 1 was tremendous, and Beyond the Horizon should be great as well. That'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.